Bigfoot stomping in the dark, dark night. Aliens dancing in the pale moonlight. Cryptid chatter blowing up the airwaves. Dr. Hogwash gonna make your day. Dr. Hogwash, yeah, he's the boss. Taking all the secrets and scrubbing off the gloss. Dr. Hogwash, awesome. Turn it up loud. The truth is stranger and it's drawing a crowd. Oh, Sasquatch tracks, Roswell facts, tinfoil hats. Dr. Hogwash got your back. Dr. Hogwash, oh yeah, don't stop. Turn it up, it's a truth drop. Dr. Hogwash, oh yeah, don't stop. Get ready now, let's go pop, pop, pop.
Ladies, gentlemen, and those still waiting for their coffee to kick in, welcome back to Dr. Hogwash, the only podcast where the smell of burning toast is not a neurological warning sign. It's just me trying to cook breakfast while researching 19th century child welfare policies. Yes, I know. Dr. Hogwash, maybe don't cook while you're reading, but history is messy, and so is my stovetop. Today, we travel to a time of steam engines, top hats, and unsolicited mustaches, back to the era of the Orphan Trains. A humanitarian movement, we're told. A charitable act, they insisted. But oh, dear listeners, today we're going to take a closer ride on those rails. And trust me, the tickets were one way, the records were thin, and the truth? Well, let's just say it didn't always stay on the train. Segment 1. Setting the stage. From the late 1800s to the early 1900s, an estimated 200,000 to 250,000 children were placed on trains and sent from overcrowded East Coast cities to small towns and rural communities across the United States. Officially, these journeys were orchestrated by organizations like the Children's Aid Society, who claimed the mission was simple: relieve urban poverty and give destitute children a chance at a better rural life. On paper, it sounded noble. But paper, especially in that era, burned easily, got lost, or was mysteriously rewritten. These children, many of them not truly orphans but simply poor or separated from parents by poverty or illness, were labeled unwanted in the cold language of the day. Families were often told their child would be placed where opportunity bloomed: sunlight, fresh air, a warm bed, community. But what happened next did not always match the brochures. Segment 2. The official story versus what went unsaid. The Orphan Trains were presented as a charity pipeline, but critics, of the time and today, argue that they also functioned as a supply system. Thousands of children were placed with farming families who needed labor, hands to pick crops, tend livestock, scrub floors, or haul water. In a booming America hungry for growth, a child could be viewed as a resource long before anyone saw them as a person. Some placements were kind, many were not, and some never happened at all. Records from the period contain gaps, hundreds of them. Children who boarded trains but never appeared in arrival logs. Names crossed out, files rewritten or missing entirely. Destinations changed without explanation. Did all of these lapses point to wrongdoing? Not necessarily. But some historians and social critics argue that the system's lack of oversight made abuse, trafficking, and exploitation disturbingly easy. Even in official accounts, we find references to children, removed from trains mid-route, redirected to unapproved families, placed in situations indistinguishable from indentured labor, or simply never documented again. And it is here, in these silences, these vanished lines of ink, where a darker interpretation begins to form. Segment 3. Allegations, controversies, and patterns. Now, let's be clear. Historical consensus acknowledges exploitation within the orphan train system. But the more extreme allegations, experimentation, elite trafficking rings, systematic disappearance, remain unverified and debated. They exist in the murky overlap between whistleblower accounts, rumor, scattered documentation, and the anecdotes of descendants searching for missing pieces of family history. But regardless of which claims you believe, there was a pattern. 1. Centralized authority over vulnerable children. 2. Minimal oversight once children left the cities. 3. Records easily altered, lost, or destroyed. 4. Children effectively erased from traceable history. These elements, intentional or not, created what some researchers call the institutional disappearance model, a model in which the system itself, not a single villain, enabled children to fall through cracks wide enough to swallow a generation. Fast forward to today, and critics point to modern foster care, juvenile institutions, and certain social service pipelines as descendants, less overt, but still burdened by issues of disappearance, misplacement, and untraceable transfers. Where the orphan trains once rumbled across the plains, now paperwork and bureaucracy carry the cargo. But the vulnerabilities remain eerily similar. Segment 4. Human impact and enduring questions. What we know beyond debate is this. Real children, living, breathing, laughing children, were the passengers. Not statistics, not cases, people. Some found homes where love grew. Some became unpaid laborers in backwoods fields. Some endured abuse. Some vanished in the archives that will never reopen. And across generations, families continue to search, looking for grandparents, great-aunts, uncles, siblings who boarded trains with cardboard name tags and disappeared into the vastness of America. The orphan train movement is both a testament to the hope people place in new beginnings and a cautionary tale about what happens when systems hold unchecked power over the powerless. The truth, like the tracks themselves, stretches farther than the eye can see, and sometimes it runs into the dark. Well, dear passengers, we have reached the final stop on today's emotional railway. Please gather your belongings, restore your composure, and check under your seat for any missing institutional documents. The ones that mysteriously walked off sometime around 1895. If you enjoyed today's ride, consider leaving a like and a comment, preferably a kind one. Remember, I may be named Dr. Hogwash, but I do read the comments. Until then, this is Dr. Hogwash, signing off. Reminding you that history is strange, people are stranger, and I am, regrettably, both.